Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
A major class action settlement will affect shareholders of a Las Vegas casino operator. Details coming up in a few minutes. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7 tonight. I'm Lena Bleetz. Starting with your lifestyle news, brought to you by LV Craft Shows, has been bringing you the finest craft and gift show since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for our upcoming events. County Commissioner Tick Sager-Bloom led a cleanup of an unhoused encampment this morning. Review-Journal's Anaya Collins was on the scene.
Trash upon trash upon trash. Clark County is addressing homelessness and public safety while connecting those in need of housing with vital resources.
Offer services to those people who are here, but also to let the neighbors know that we're going to clean up this neighborhood. We're on your side, and we're going to make sure that your neighborhood is clean and protected and safe.
A number of people have accepted housing services, and they have been transporting them to shelters this morning.
And it won't be a quick fix, but Clark County has partnered with several social services to overcome the barriers of homelessness.
Now to your top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. 2 men are dead after a crash on Saturday involving a teen driver in the East Las Vegas Valley. A 67-year-old man and a 54-year-old man were pronounced dead at the scene after being struck by a 2012 GMC Yukon Denali around 4:30 p.m., according to Metro Police. A 16-year-old boy was driving the Denali and was taken to the hospital with minor injuries along with his 11-year-old passenger. The National Park Service says its investigation of a boat fire at Lake Mead has shown, quote, no indication of criminality. The fire affected 25 vessels and sank 15 at the Las Vegas Boat Harbor on June 9th. The final results of the investigation have not yet been released. To help veterans access services and disability in a dignified way, a new Veterans Village has been proposed to be built in North Las Vegas in 2026. The Tunnel to Towers Veterans Village would include 112 individual units. It would also include on-site services such as job training, assistance accessing benefits, and mental and physical health services. The village aims to assist the 2,400 veterans experiencing homelessness in southern Nevada. The region ranks second in the nation for unhoused veterans, according to Tunnel to Towers. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Cooling down to 71 degrees overnight tonight, and then up to triple-digit highs all week long, starting with a high of 101 tomorrow and a low of 71, then a high of 101 and low of 73 on Wednesday, high of 101 and low of 74 Thursday, continuing to inch higher, rounding out the week with a high of 102 and low of 75 on Friday. And looking ahead into the weekend, highs remain in the low 100s with sunny skies, 102 on Saturday and a low of 76, and high of 101 Sunday and low of 75. In business, brought to you by G Bank, your best banking experience ever. Hundreds of Wynn Resorts Ltd shareholders will split a $70 million class action lawsuit settlement. The case stems from allegations the company didn't disclose the sexual misconduct of former CEO Steve Wynn. LVRJ Assistant Business Editor Rick Vallata explains why the allegations, which Steve Wynn has denied, were a concern to shareholders.
Over a course of time, it went from like $200 a share down to less than $50 a share. So that is quite a declination of value.
For more details on the lawsuit, visit lvrj.com.
Sports brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com.
Henderson Mayor Michelle Romero declared September 21st as Paseo Verde Little League Day. The team was honored in Anthem Hills Park by the city this weekend.
I think like, oh my gosh, a month ago we were in Williamsport, and you grow up watching it, and it still hasn't hit, I don't think, all the way, and I don't know if it ever will, and I hope it doesn't, because the nostalgia's there. To know that this is something that no one can take away, that's the biggest takeaway for me.
In Health, brought to you by CenterWell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. A new local nonprofit hopes to make dental care accessible for everyone. Changing Smiles Pediatric Dentistry in North Las Vegas is one of the few practices that accepts Medicaid, which is the primary insurance it's seen since opening in March. By serving a population that has not had a history of affordable dental care, the nonprofit hopes to catch issues early and educate the community on the importance of oral hygiene and care.
Vegas Nation is sponsored by Station Casino's STN Sports. Download the app today.
Max Crosby was a bit hobbled in Sunday's loss to the Carolina Panthers, but was that the only reason that the Raiders dropped that game?
Our effort, our energy, our passion did not show up yesterday. And that just can't always be 98. I mean, we obviously, you know what 98 is dealing with. You see it. He gave it all he had yesterday, and we got to protect the player. But more importantly, there's 10 other guys on the field. They got to play to a high level. And we did that last week against Baltimore. Those guys did do that. We just got to be consistently doing it. And we didn't play bad because Max wasn't like Max yesterday.
Sports betting brought to you by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop.
Alabama is a home underdog this week for the first time in 17 years. The Crimson Tide are underdogs of between 1 and 2 points to Georgia in Saturday's showdown in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. The Bulldogs, who saw their bid for 3 straight national titles end at the hands of Alabama. Last season's upset loss in the SEC title game, are favored by 1 at the South Point, by 1.5 at Circa, and by 2 at the Westgate Superbook. The total for this giant showdown is 49 points.
Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, with live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. One of the biggest music events happened in Las Vegas over the weekend. The iHeartRadio Music Festival took place at T-Mobile Arena. 7 at 7's John Archuleta was there and has this report.
There is no shortage of entertainment at the iHeartRadio Music Festival that featured some mind-blowing performances. From Doja Cat to The Weeknd, music's top acts took the stage to perform some of their biggest hits for the crowd. I hit the red carpet and talked to both presenters and performers about who they were most excited to see.
I mean, I grew up with Paramore. I was screaming, "Ain't it fun?" while singing in the shower in like 8th grade. So yeah, it's kind of a full circle moment for me.
All of them. It's a great lineup this year. We were just saying, we saw Doja Cat actually here at T-Mobile when she was touring. And then Hozier, I haven't seen in a long time, so I'm looking forward to seeing him play.
Big Sean, which I'm missing. I've never seen him perform live before, and I've always wanted to see him perform live.
Okay.
But Doja Cat is Doja, that's my girl. That's who I'm real excited about, and The Weeknd.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching 7 at 7 tonight. Watch 7 at 7 twice a day, Monday through Friday, and search Review Journal to follow us on your favorite streaming platform. See you tomorrow morning for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studios, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.